Well, the Labor Department is anticipating that thousands will be seeking their assistance as part of the fallout from COVID-19. Well, joining us live tonight is Labor Director Mr. John Pinder with some of the answers for you who may be seeking out that assistance. Good evening to you, Mr. Pinder.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, good. It's good to have you. Well, there are a couple of categories of people who will be seeking financial assistance. Who will your department be catering to, and who qualifies for what?
But presently, the Department of Labor is only dealing with persons who are seeking the unemployment benefit. That'll be those employees who would have been paying the unemployment benefit to NIB, not the self-employed persons. So those persons who are impacted as a result of the major hotels laying off and other business establishments laying persons off, or actually I'm just taking some sort of break at this time. Those are the persons that will have to go online to our website, which is jobseekers.bahamas.gov.bs, and they can register there at this time.
Now, there is a $20 million allocation under the Special Assistance Program. Can you break that down?
Well, actually what is happening is the government has seen fit to also assist those self-employed persons who are being impacted as a result of what is happening. And so they go directly to NIB. So that's the difference. That's an unemployment assistance that is funded by the government, not those persons who are benefiting as a result of NIB payments. So they will go to the NIB site, which is also NIB at bahamas.gov.bs, and they can register there for their assistance from NIB.
Now, obviously, you're going to expect some very big numbers. Tell me how many people you expect and what the payouts are going to be. How much do I expect to be able to or to expect to be getting on a weekly, monthly basis, what have you, in terms of assistance, and what does that represent in terms of your budget?
So technically, those persons seeking the unemployment benefit will receive 60% of their salary based on what they've been paying, what part of the ceiling they've been paying at. The self-employed persons, the government has decided to give them $200 a week for up to about 8 weeks, I think, and those are expected to start and commence in another 2 or 3 weeks. The payments expected. Now, when we add the numbers that Atlantis have employed, directly and indirect jobs, you're looking at 7,000 to 8,000 persons. When we look at what Bahama has, you're looking at 4,000 to 5,000 persons. And the other major hotels and other businesses around the Bahamas that has actually taken advantage of the layoff period, we're looking at least 16,000 to 18,000 people, because this is happening through the entire country. Throughout the Bahamas, persons are laying off staffs at this time due to the crisis we are faced with.
Now, how do applicants get to you, and what do you need from them?
Okay, so they simply need 2 forms of identification. They must have the NIB card, a passport, or a voter's card, and only Bahamians can benefit from this. So if you're not a Bahamian worker, you don't benefit from this. For all Bahamian workers, they will have to prove that they have an NIB card, they are Bahamian citizens, via either the passport or the voter's card. They will go on our website, again, jobseekers, bahamas.gov.bs, and they'll register there. We will, in turn, forward that information on to NIB for them to complete the process, and in a couple of weeks' time, they can go and start to receive payments.
Well, you also told me that you're still dealing with Hurricane Dorian victims. What are some of the additional extended measures in place for them?
Yeah. So the government has extended that by another 13 weeks. Technically, they're only supposed to receive 13 weeks unemployment benefit, or the assistance is only for 13 weeks. But due to circumstances, the government has seen fit to put an additional $10 million into NIB to extend that for an additional 13 weeks.
All right, thank you very much. Very informative. Labor Director, Mr. John Pinder. Thanks again for joining us tonight, filling us in.
My pleasure.